If you genuinely love what you do, your work itself is the reward. How can you make a lot of money? Many fans have asked me this question. My answer is, don't think about which major has a higher employment rate, don't consider which industry has better prospects, and don't think about which position earns more money. You just need to consider one thing: what do you like to do? What makes your blood boil, keeps you awake at night, and fills your heart with longing? Jung once said, when you were young, what made time pass quickly and made you happy, that is your pursuit in the world. What we are willing to spend time on is what we love. Figure out what you love to do, and then do it well, and you will make money. Do it to the best of your ability, and you will make a lot of money. Even if what you love is not something particularly serious. There was a boy who didn't behave well in middle school, and only liked writing. He went to the teacher to drop out. The teacher asked, if you don't study, how will you live in the future? The boy innocently said, I'll live on my writing fees. The teachers all laughed. The biggest joke of the year. He later became a famous writer. There was a young man who wanted to do music. His mother couldn't stand it, and said, why can't you find a job after so long? What are you doing? His mother gathered the courage to ask him, do you want to go to a restaurant and serve dishes? The young man realized that he had been living off his parents for a long time. He became a singer. There was a girl who graduated in law, didn't work, and spent money every day. While her classmates had decent jobs, she was fooling around with some blog, dressing up and taking pictures on the street, and then posting them online. Then she became the world's #1 fashion blogger. Her name is Chiara Ferragni. She launched a shoe brand named after herself. She bought a villa in Beverly Hills and lived in the same area as Beckham. It's time to give a more powerful example. There was a science and engineering student who went to a normal university, but he had liked remote-controlled airplanes since he was a child, so he dropped out and went to the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology to study electronic engineering. He was the kind of obsessive person who focused on experiments, and in his senior year, he developed a helicopter flight control system and announced his entrepreneurship in the dormitory during his postgraduate studies. I met him at that time, and I felt sorry for him, working so hard, not making money, and borrowing money to buy experimental equipment. When I interviewed him, I really wanted to invite him to dinner. 3 years later, it was his turn to feel sorry for me. His company gave out year-end bonuses, and he had already bought a Mercedes-Benz. His company is now valued at over $10 billion. So, find your own path, and stick to it. Constantly pursue excellence, and you will naturally receive a monetary return. If you genuinely love what you do, your work itself is the reward. Money becomes a kind of added value. Jobs once said that his greatest motivation was not to make money, but to create the greatest products. Yes, only when you surpass money, can you make more money. The more you focus on what you like, and devote yourself to improving your core competencies, without caring about how much one thing can earn or how much another thing can earn, the more money you can make. When I was a journalist, I found a rule, that the top experts in every industry, the reason they can reach this position, is driven by money is actually very few, the vast majority are driven by interest. Because of love, they go all out to do their best, and when you do your best, material rewards will naturally come, and nothing can stop them.